Guys, good morning. March 16, 2020. Retest of Thursday or Friday lows is likely to take place within 30 minutes after the market opens today. So get positioned for a move. 13. I know you're looking at your screen. Everything looks super freaking red right now, and you're freaking out thinking the world is going to come to its end. Guys, I witnessed this many times where just when you guys are looking at the whole world as if it is about to crash and the market is going to go to a zero, that is some of the wildest moves to the upside take place. I'm going to show you just a couple of charts. And as long as those charts hold, you want to be buying calls, not puts. Despite of the market dropping like crazy pre-market, guys, this is a huge opportunity to make money on the call side. So basically, the market responds to the stimulus. We said, look, expect the biggest stimulus in the history of the United States to be announced over the course of the last few days. So they started announcing the stimulus yesterday, saying, hey, we're going to buy $700 billion of assets. We're going to restart the QE. We're going to cut the rates. We're going to do everything. And the message, the bigger picture here is they're going to do everything, whatever it takes to sustain this market. So the market, basically the way it's responding so far pre-market is saying, hold on, whatever the stimulus has been announced so far, it's not enough. That's right. There's been not a word said about the fiscal stimulus that everyone, as far as the market participants, are counting on in order to sustain the markets. But yet, that is about to happen within the next 72 hours. We will hear about the stimulus from the fiscal position that's going to help these markets out. So with that said, the VIX, despite of the huge drop, it's not really moving, guys. This is not a sign of a crash coming. Oil is down, but not as much. So there's a lot of things here, guys, that are just looking like they're ripe ready, and the institutions are just sitting there. They're sitting there just like they were sitting there Friday pretty much throughout the whole day to just move this market higher within 30 minutes of the last trading session. By the way, congratulations to you that hang in with those calls because they paid handsomely if you had the patience to stay for the very end of the day. So congratulations, guys. I know some of you hit some serious home runs on that move. So with that said, guys, despite of all the negativity, focus on point number 4. Fiscal stimulus will be announced, okay? And another thing that nobody's talking about, or very little, is the fact that the antidote and the cure for the virus could be announced this week. Yes, this week, any day between today, March the 16th, through the end of the week. This week, guys, it's going to be announced. The cure, the antidote for the virus. There's a very high probability of that. So with that said, focus on the bailout of the domestic airline stock. So I've got a couple of tickers here for you. UAL, United Airlines, AA, AAL, it should have said, and another L right here. This actually used to be an old ticker for American Airlines. So United Airlines, American Airlines, RCL, you can package this in there. They're going to do a big bailout package for airlines. First of all, domestic airlines. Second, international and cruise airlines, cruise lines. So these are trading down, guys, in the last couple of weeks, 70-80%. They are going to have to get bailed out, and the government will do it. Okay, now, with that said, there's a ton of really cool trades. Expect Apple to hit maybe level of 239 pre-market, and it's going to start reversing from there. Amazon could easily hit 1,600 and is going to start reversing from there. Now, the Apple, Amazon moves, they're going to be rather wild. I mean, Amazon tomorrow could go by $200-$300 higher. Guys, this wild stuff is about to take place, so don't get scared by this market is the main goal of this video, is to make sure that you guys don't get scared while everybody is basically running for the exit. So panic is likely to hit its max at the open. Yeah, everybody's going to be freaking out. Look, this is how 2 charts that you need to understand. As long as this relationship holds, the market will move higher. So gold is selling off pre-market. If market is crashing, why is gold selling off like crazy? Look at this wild move in gold. Over $50 down. While dollar's doing what? Okay, the dollar rockets higher. Now, look at this. This is where we're closing the dollar. Okay, it continues higher this morning. Guys, 99 index on the dollar. Guys, this is nothing to be scared about. Basically, dollar should be collapsing right now. Okay, the country is on the verge of the bankruptcy, but as long as this dollar stays here, we're totally fine. So the biggest bear case if dollar collapses, then the entire country collapses. If dollar all of a sudden is no longer a reserve currency for the world, then we got some serious issues. But as long as dollar stays strong, we're fine. Now, if this relationship reverses, all of a sudden they start buying the heck out of gold, and gold moves higher, and dollar index starts dropping like crazy, then you want to run for the exit. So as long as these two charts remain true and maintain this negative correlation between each other, you want to buy calls this week. So with that said, despite of all the negativity, right, we had a move 7 on Friday. We're likely to get a 4 or 13 today. So be a bull in this highly negative market environment. We're expecting 4 or 13 base could take place today. This is how approximately the move is going to look. So we're going to likely to open, as you know, we're on hold so far pre-market. We're likely to open somewhere around this level right here, 24.80. Okay, plus minus 20 points or so. We're likely to visit this level, 23.99. In the first 30 minutes, this wild move is going to take place. And guess what? As soon as we are going to be right here, watch Apple, okay, watch dollar, and watch the S&P futures. Once we're in this area, I mean, can we dip a little bit lower, maybe to 2360, 2370? Sure. But basically, once you see S&P futures dip under 2400, this right here represents great buying opportunities. So start buying Apple, start buying Amazon calls, start buying pretty much all this airline stocks that has been beat up. Any stock, even Boeing, guys, buy calls, because with the stimulus, these airlines will be bailed out. So as the history shows, that's the playbook. When the major stimulus situations happen, you want to buy stocks, because they're literally, I mean, the government would just literally go and freaking, start buying some of these stocks that are representing the great percentage of the index. As long as they hold these stocks up, the market is going to hold up. Okay, so use this basically as a strategy. You want to, once we hit these lows in the first 30 minutes, you want to start buying calls. Then we're rocking higher, expect pullbacks, expect something like this. Ultimately, the market finishing higher for the day, not lower, guys. Okay, so with that said, Friday was a move 7. This is how it looked. Remember, right, the market is going to make you doubt. Every time the market is going to go higher, you think, oh, maybe things are not as bad. But then it's going to reverse. You're like, oh no, we're still in crash mode. And then it's going to do this to you. So expect something like this to be taking place throughout the week. And ultimately, Friday, we're going to finish rather substantially higher from what you're seeing the market doing so far pre-market, guys. So understanding that is super important. The way you position yourself. Don't freak out every time the market is going to reverse, because the idea right now is to buy the pullbacks, buy the drops. Okay, because that's what institutions appear that they are doing based on their behavior, based on the charts we're seeing, okay? So you want to buy the dip, especially we're likely to hold this double bottom, right? If we revisit those lows that I'm describing in this move, then we're likely to rocket substantially high from here. So 2-day sequence is 11.7. This is how it looks on the chart. So we were pre-market, okay, actually after hours on Thursday at 23.80. So we can easily revisit this level, right? But look, as soon as we do, we're likely to see this move again. So be ready. If you time your entries nicely, guys, there's a substantial amount of money to be made here. 3.7, 3.11.7. That's the sequence, guys. This is how it looks on the chart. See this V-shaped bottom, guys. We may see another one of those formations be created after we open today. As long as we're hitting closer to this level right here, there is going to be a bullish reversal coming. It could happen right away. It could happen throughout the week, but chase the market on the bull side, not on the bigger side right now. Okay, so VIX is officially downtrending. It hit a high of 77, then dropped, closed all the way at 55. Guys, this is a second day lower on the VIX. When VIX begins rotating lower day after day after setting some highs, guys, it is a beginning of a downtrend in the VIX. Beginning of the downtrend in the VIX signifies that a bullish reversal in the market is very, very near. So with that said, trade like a rockstar. I'll catch you on the next trade soon.